Hi everyone, welcome to Tarot by Jessa. This is a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'll try my best to keep it straightforward as much as possible. I hope you guys are enjoying your lovely weekend. The weather is so nice. I'm gonna go out for a walk as well after this. Virgo, what is the most important thing that we need to know about Virgo? Virgo, for your sign, I do believe there was a new moon, I think 3 days ago or 2 days ago. There's a new beginning in your life. What is it exactly that you're trying to create? Virgo, Virgo. If you're not Virgo, but you can resonate with the reading, claim it. Again, there's no coincidence. Maybe the universe wants you to find this reading. Four of Swords. You've got a Four of Swords as your first card. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing the word duplicate. There's something here it's either a copy. I'm not too sure if it's a trickster or a copy, as in times two. Something is going to double, duplicate. There's a duplicate of something. Oh my god, four, obviously four. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2, 4. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have 8. And 8 is a duplicate, is 2 times 4 is 8. Sorry, 2 times 4 is 8. At the bottom of the deck is 8 of Wands. Duplicate. What do we mean by duplicate? So 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 4, the duplicate of 4 is 8. We have synchronicity here. So 8, we're still on the 8th month of the year, which is August. Maybe something is coming up to you, but we're already past the 8th day of the month, but we're still on the 8th month of the year. So there could be correspondence, phone calls, emails, text messages, or positive breakthrough in something that you're doing. Also, with the Four of Swords, this is an energy of someone who took a time off, somebody who went on hiatus, somebody who disappeared and decided to just pause, had a break. Maybe you went out. Okay, I'm seeing the word sideways. I don't know exactly what it means for some of you. So we have duplicate and then we have sideways. Sideways. Something went the opposite way, so maybe that's the reason why. Not opposite way. Something, when things go sideways in the market, isn't it? In trading, when something goes sideways, it means it doesn't uptrend. It doesn't do a trend, an up or down trend. It just went sideways. So when the market goes sideways, there's no growth. There's no downside. There's no death or whatsoever. There's no ending, but it didn't go south. But when it goes sideways, there's no growth either. It's stagnant. There you go, stagnant. Pause, hiatus, rest. Something went on a rest. Maybe in going sideways, you duplicated something. In going sideways and taking a break and on having this, maybe a holiday break or maybe a nervous breakdown for some of you, in pausing whatever this is, maybe your life, your project, your career, whatever this is that was put on hold. In doing so, you didn't grow and you didn't lose either, but in doing so, you duplicated something. Again, duplicate. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So in going sideways, you actually, it's like you actually help the fire, or you actually help the engine of the car to restart. I don't know why I'm getting that energy flow, because this is progress, this is movement, this is, I want to say, this is like a recalibration after a major break. Okay, so I think somebody here took a pause and reconsidered their actions. Okay, there's like a lot of meditation. Maybe you went on a retreat, you disappeared for a while from social media, you stopped contacting people, you stopped talking and hanging out with certain people, you even stopped going to work, or maybe you had to close your business down for a while just to have a break. As I said, maybe for some of you, you had a breakdown as well. Okay, the energy of duplication keeps coming up. I'm staring at number 4 4. It's just a random bag. Let me just show you quickly. It's just a random bag. I've got this delivered. Okay, sorry. I don't really edit my video. I just let things happen. So just to let you know, there's a lot of duplication in this reading, and it's very consistent. Now I'm looking at number 4 4. It's inverted, but it's here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. It's basically everywhere. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Like, can we just clarify what this duplication is? Is it beneficial for, sorry, is it beneficial for Virgo? Is it beneficial for Virgo? What exactly do we need to know? You have 3 major arcana, Virgo, and then a 4th one at the bottom of the deck. You have the Death card, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess. Something's coming up. As I said, there's an energy here of taking a pause, letting things move sideways, allowing it to become stagnant. Actually, you help something grow here. It's like you planted a seed, and what do you do with the seed? You just let it grow, because we cannot dictate how exactly things will turn up, how the seed will grow, or when exactly it's going to spurt. We can, I think, based on, isn't it, we can do our part, we can do our bit, we can expose it to sunlight, we can hydrate it, give it some water, moisture, or keep it away from certain insects. That's the best. That's a part of the experiment that you're able to control. But the rest of the growth of the seed, it's up to nature. We're part of nature, but we cannot dictate nature. There's a season for everything. So I want to say, Virgo, by letting things go sideways in your life, or whatever project this is that you're dealing with, if this is a relationship, or maybe a project in your life, a business, a career, or maybe health, you let it duplicate, you let it multiply by allowing it to become sideways. You let things come to you. Look at this, the Death card, and look at the background. It's harvest time for this specific Death card. There's a death, there's an end of a cycle and a beginning of a new one. And what do we do with seasons? We let seasons happen. We cannot rotate the clock. We cannot adjust our wristwatch and speed up speed up the time of summer or winter. Do you know what I mean? But we let things happen. Look at the bird. Do you think the bird was invited by the Death Knight? No, she just let the bird, perch on her hand. This is allowing things to happen the way nature wants it to be. Hierophant. These are higher level of inner knowing, of intelligence. These 3 cards, it's like whatever happens, death comes to us anyway. There's always a death, and there's always an ending and a beginning of a new cycle, no matter how much we try our best to control. And we're coming from the 4 of Swords, and remember, the 4 of Swords is basically take a pause, do not touch anything, take a pause, put everything on hold, and let things happen. Shut the door, turn off the lights. This is what the 4 of Swords is about. Meditate, go on retreat, close your windows, stop talking to people, recalibrate, readjust whatever this is, and allow nature to take control, you're no longer, and I think you've recognized this, that by allowing things to unfold in their own time, you made it you made it more possible for you. You made it more possible for this project to become better, allowing the seed to grow and just, putting water in it, allowing it to get sunlight. That's it. Something is ready for harvest because you let it come to you. You let this come to you. Maybe this is a person, this is an opportunity, or something. There's also an answered prayer, and at the same time, when I saw the keys at the foot part of the Hierophant, I want to say there's an answered prayer. Again, it's similar to this energy. By allowing things to just calm down, by not touching anything, you let it come to you. Something probably came up to you in the form of a dream. Okay, this my spirit guide is telling me a nuisance. I don't know what this means. A nuisance. Maybe something came up to you in a form of like an annoying thing, like, oh, stop that. And you didn't realize actually that's the answer to your prayer. But you didn't realize it because you're busy paying attention with a lot of things, or you're overwhelmed with so many information. And with the high priestess here sitting on her throne, again, these are representations of inner knowing, of a higher version of you in a different realm. I could be talking way too much, too far-fetched. I think you know what to do. That's all I have to say. You know exactly what to do. You already have an answer. In fact, you're holding it in your hand. You can see things clearly now. Everything, for some reason, everything seems better now than ever before. I'm using the pocket animal spirit oracle card. Raccoon. You have the raccoon. Okay, let's see what we have for raccoon. Raccoon. So it might take a while. There you go. We have the raccoon. 68 could be a significant number for some of you. Talented, shadowy, and hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Oh my God, the high priestess is about how you see others as well. This is one of the description of high priestess. You are the people who come to you actually reflects how you see yourself, how you value yourself. So I'm not trying to blame or do anything. Okay, this is how the universe functions. If let's say you come across someone who belittles you, who always steps on your toes, I want to say that that's not a coincidence. That is not just a one-off thing. Maybe that's how you see yourself as well, and that's how you project yourself to others. That I'm small, I'm humble, I'm little. Maybe in your eyes, that's who you are. Okay, I'm just trying to make sense of the cards. The raccoon and the high priestess, for some reason, are trying to communicate the same energy. The shadow music, its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image. Again, the high priestess is here to tell you that everything that comes to you is a reflection of what happens within you. That's one of the description for high priestess. And success, sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous, exceptional. When out of balance, you're competitive and starving as an artist. And to bring into balance, you have to make new work. This is a symbol of creativity. You have to keep creating, otherwise you remain in the shadow of someone else's expectation or standard. Is there anything that's okay? I'm hearing the word keeping you sick. Something is keeping you sick. Look at the death knight. She's hidden, she's hiding herself under the black veil and wrapped in this thick black dress. And it's like only the bird can recognize her as the death. Is there anything here that you're putting into hiding that puts you in the shadow of a doubt, that makes you want to go into hiding? And it's like unable to grow yourself because you're surrounded with expectations from people from different directions. Your family probably sees you as this kind of person, and another, maybe this is the group, your friends, your community, this is your the people that you, the person that you're dating with, maybe your husband, your wife, your kids, and underneath maybe your clients. This is their expectation of you. You're unable to grow as an artist, as a creator. I'm not saying that this is for an artistic Virgo, but Virgo, you're one of the hardest people to please. I want to say Virgos are very, they're not rude, you're very particular with the quality of your work. My dad is a Virgo. I think he's double Virgo if I'm not mistaken. And he focuses on the smallest things, like the corner of this card has to be perfectly polished, that kind of thing. It has to be, oh, if I come across this kind of ponytail or hair tie, I have to throw it because just look at how it looks. It doesn't look good. That's Virgo energy. Oh, look at the leather on your wristwatch. You need to polish it. I need something that looks, I need a burgundy. I cannot be seen in this kind of cheap leather. That's what Virgo is. And at the same time, you're into quality. You're into quality, but in doing so, you become so hard on yourself. Okay, you become constricted by other people's expectations of you, more like a, I don't want to say that the Virgos are people pleaser. There's a tendency for you to do that because of your desire to produce quality work. Okay, I think I'm saying way too much than I should. Okay, I need to, it's 17 minutes. Sometimes when I enjoy the reading too much, it gets so long. Tell me more about this stagnation, this sideways, this duplication. Duplicate. I think that the main key here is duplicate. Okay, Virgo, I feel like you feel shy, like you feel constricted here. Maybe that's the reason why you took a break. You took a long pause because there's no more growth. You don't feel the growth anymore. Letting it pass. Okay, letting it pass. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is very good for you. Maybe your luck. Maybe, the Wheel of Fortune is finally turning its wheel on your favor. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I told you, the wheel is finally turning in your favor. The world, okay. All the cards flipped and they just fell. 9 of Wands. Okay. I want to say, Virgo, you're going to be happy very soon. You're pushing through 9 of Wands, and at the same time, I don't know if you're pushing through the end of a project or maybe a relationship or the end of your career. You're pushing through, you're not giving up, and here's the reward. 9 of Cups. You have oh, what did I say? There's a duplicate, and look at what we have. 9. Maybe this is it, as above so below. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune and the World, which is technically the same circle. Something is coming to an end, okay? And at the same time, as you welcome an ending, you welcome a new beginning. And that's what the 9 of Wands is about. 9 of Wands is pushing through an ending. 10 of Wands. And then here comes, I've completely forgot about the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is here to tell you that there is There is a proper contract. There is something proper. There's a tangible offer. There's a tangible commitment. There's a something that you can hold, something that you can affix to the end of your name, like a graduation, like a diploma. There's a new beginning. I think you're going to celebrate whatever this is that you're pushing through to finish. A duplicate. I wonder what it means. Oh, gosh. Oh, there's a new beginning. Maybe this is an artistic pursuit for some of you, Virgo. Because for some reason, the raccoon's description is about artistry, creation. And now we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups could be a new beginning in creation, like a new offer from the hand of God. Here comes a new contract. So you have two aces here. Somebody might give you another chance, or maybe God himself, the universe itself, is going to give you a new chance in creating your own line of work. Maybe you're creating your own job. You're creating your first line of, I don't know, products that you're going to sell online. You're taking, okay, there's an emperor as well that's going to offer you an Ace of Cups. This could be an offer of commitment. Look at his hands offering the Ace of Cups. Maybe you might resonate with the energy of the emperor as well. From not having to having, from empty hands to a cup that's overflowing. So it's either somebody will come to you, maybe an Aries, okay, or maybe a boss, a manager might give you an offer. But I want to say when this emperor offers you something, it's because they need you as well, rather than you needing their help, okay? Because look at the Five of Pentacles. This could be a boss or someone who's sitting at a higher position. Could also be a father figure, maybe a father figure, or maybe your father-in-law or older brother might give you some kind of offer like, do you wanna build a partnership with me in terms of business, and we can work things out between us, even if you're in another country or in another town. This could be a person who's already in your life. This could be a person at work, okay? But as I said, when they offer the cup, it's not because they want to just give it to you. It's because they need you as well. They need you to accept the offer. Do you get what I mean? Because of the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is their hands. Now, if you can resonate with the Emperor, you might be, this could be an Ace of Cups that you will soon possess, okay? Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Give me clarity. Give me clarity. I told you, something here is, something is becoming, is multiplying in your life. I have to say this. From the very beginning, when I heard the word duplicate, I'm looking at a box at the top of my cupboard, my closet, my clothes closet. And it says there 8 plus 8. There is no mistake here. Something is multiplying in your life. Look at that. I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the wheel, because it's basically a box of what do you call this? The pedal scooter. So I can see the wheel on the box. I just want to say it's similar to the Wheel of Fortune, and you have 8 plus 8, which is again, which confirms furthermore the message at the very beginning about duplication. Something is multiplying in your life, I have to say, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. You're gonna be very happy with this. Okay, you've got multiple major arcana, Virgo. Success. Success is multiplying. Oh, look at this. There's something here that you will reconsider. I think you finally found your purpose, Virgo. I have to say this. You've got the last 3 cards that we have is the Chariot, Star, and 8 of Cups. I want to say you found your true purpose, or maybe your true calling in life, or it's like someone who's been searching for the job that they've always wanted, or the source of income that they've always wanted, and here it is. This is success over obstacles. Something here is going to be overflowing in your life. Something is going to be overflowing. And with a new moon, okay, we had a new moon in Virgo, in your sign. I think it, and we had a full moon in Aquarius. So something happened in your life recently over the last 2 weeks. New moon and full moon cycle is 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. Something happened in your life that clarified, that illuminated what you truly want in life. And something is a lot clearer. Something is very clear now than ever before. You're no longer in hiding like the raccoon. This is like a box that people put you inside. You're no longer the raccoon. This is because you've taken a time off to recalibrate yourself. And by doing so, you allowed things to grow, to multiply, to duplicate, the seed to grow. There's new opportunity, or maybe multiple opportunities. Something was illuminated in you within the last 2 weeks, and it's like, I'm gonna go for it. F everything, I'm gonna go for this. This is it. Something is very clear to you now. You're on your way to this, okay? You're on your way to possessing your Ace of Pentacles. Good luck, Virgo. All the best.